already know what the computer is, and it totally kind of defeats the purpose of. I mean, it doesn't defeat the purpose, but it just doesn't work towards scouting. It doesn't get me in the mindset to retaliate against whatever he's throwing at me. So I guess I'll just keep doing random games until they actually throw me a Terran, which shouldn't take too long. But yeah, in this game, one thing I do one thing that I do is I hotkey my buildings this time and actually, macro while I'm fighting, so I'm pumping out Goliaths non-stop. But besides that, I don't really macro too much more. I should have probably gotten a couple more factories since I have all this extra money sitting around, like a couple thousand minerals. But again, they're computers, and if I was playing against human opponents, I probably would have spent all this on units again, since these ones probably would have been dead if he hadn't been dumb and dropped dragoons like that. But yeah, go ahead and bring my SCV down to build some turrets around my units. Even though I do have Goliaths, it's still good to have sensors in case they do drop DTs right in the middle of your tanks. They can, before you get a chance to run away, they can kill quite a few of them if they drop 3 or 4. So you always want to watch out for that. Or even Reavers, anything to either deter the shuttles from coming in or have sensor. Even though I do have my comsat station hotkeyed, it's good practice to make sure you're covering all your outs. But yeah, he builds a Stargate and everything, and he just doesn't really build much, like unit wise. I mean, he doesn't have that many he does not have that many workers, so he doesn't really have a good source of income. But I mean, still, like, he does try and throw a couple Archons at me, but I mean, by the time I'm in his base and I've practically won, it's pointless. It might have done some damage if he had him before and like had a couple at the top of his ramp or something when I was trying to push up, but I don't know. I still think, I mean, computers don't really adapt to gameplay, or if they do, by the time that they do, it's a little bit too late. Like, see, he's just now getting that temp, but he doesn't have Storm or anything. I never get Stormed, and he just goes straight to Archon with it. But if he had Storm, he could have taken out quite a few of my tanks, or maybe a bunch of my Goliaths at the minimum, and that would have maybe turned the tides. At this point in the game, I pretty much consider the game won, so I don't do too much more base-wise or anything. I do throw up a Starport and stuff like that in game just to get my after-game points up a little bit. But beyond that, no, I don't really do much. Just finish off the game, micro, to kill his base quicker. But yeah, I mean, you guys go ahead and throw me a friend request if you want. I'll add whoever. I'll look at some of your videos, maybe give you some pointers if you aren't as good as me. Maybe, we can play a couple games. You can show me some stuff, or I can show you some stuff. Either way, just try and get out there and meet some people. I only know like 2 people in real life who play StarCraft, and one of them's almost at my level, another one's nowhere near my level, so it's really not like, that I just need some people I know to play against. But yeah, you can see I keep building Goliaths and stuff, which is I'm happy with, but then I have all these like idle SCVs just sitting around my base and not really producing anything. I suppose if I wanted to keep practicing on macro, I could have went and got a 3rd base, maybe the top right corner base if I wanted to drop it, or maybe the 3 o'clock base. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much beating him. I guess I could have also gotten like a science facility and stuff like that. Just kept going up the tier. But yeah, I got I think 1 tech weapon upgrade, and I go for armor upgrade right when I'm about to beat the game. So I am still trying to keep up with my base while I'm fighting just for practice, but at this point it's really moot because, I mean, I've won, so it doesn't really matter. I don't really need to do any more. I went ahead and floated my barracks down just so I could see up that ledge, because if you build a turret, it still doesn't see up the ledge, and floating a building is definitely the best way to look up and get past your units. Since your tanks can shoot further than they can see, you really need something out in front helping them out there, because if you just put them up in siege, somebody else might throw up some siege tanks right outside your vision and then censor you and totally just own your entire army, so you gotta watch out for that. But yeah, the video is almost over, so yep, it's been DangaZona. Go over to www.starfeeder.com for some more StarCraft 2 info. Alright, I'll check you guys later. Take it easy.